Hi, first graders. Today we're going to be going over Unit 2, Lesson 7. Learning targets for today. I can read and act out phrases. I can read tricky words. I can ask and answer questions about key details in the story at the reef. Now, we've been learning about nouns. Let's go over those again. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Proper nouns are called proper because they name someone or something specific. Listen to these two nouns. Which refers to a specific person? Jane or girl? That's right. Jane is a proper noun because she is a specific person. Proper nouns help us identify specific people or things. I'm going to have a female student raise their hand. Let's all say her name. Her name is a proper noun. Ready? Mrs. Casano. Raise your hand if your name is Mrs. Casano. I am the proper noun. Now all of the girls raise your hands. The word girl refers to many students in the class, not just one. It is not a proper noun. I am going to have a male student raise his hand. Let's all say his name. Say Dalen. Raise your hand, Dalen. The word boy refers to many students in the class, not just one. It is not a proper noun. All right, we got some wiggle cards. We're ready to move our bodies. So let's read some phrases. After we read a phrase, we will act it out. Greet a pal. Pretend to shake a pal or a friend's hand. Say it with me, ready? Hop 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Say it with me. Wave and smile. Say it with me. Stand in line. Pretend that you're standing in line with your hands at your side and your voice is off. Sleep. Pretend to go to sleep. Good. Say it after me. Rise and shine. You're waking up in the morning. Oh. Say it with me. Hiss like a snake. Good snake sound. Be a tree. Beautiful. Say it with me. Graze like a deer. Pretend to graze on the ground and eat your grass. Yummy. Stand on heels. Stand up on your heels. Oh, I'm gonna tip over. Let's go over some tricky words. Say a. Say I. No. So. Of. All. Some. From. Word. Are. Have. Were. One. Once. Two. Do. Two. Who. Said. Says. Was. When. Where. Why. What. Which. Here. There. Excellent. Now we're going to do a whole group reading at the reef. So we're going to turn to the table of contents and we're going to take a look and find the story at the reef. Let's pull up the book. The table of contents is where we find the title and the page number. So at the reef is on page what? Yep, page 30. Let's go back to our slides. Finish our vocab words. The title of a story often gives us a clue as to what the story is about. Does anybody know what a reef is? You can tell me out loud or you can tell the person that's with you. A reef is an underwater ridge or bump made up of sand, rocks, and coral in the ocean. A reef can have a lot of different fish and other sea life living around it. Remember, Gran is adventurous and likes to try new things. Let's make predictions about what she might do at a reef. So we have our spelling sounds. Double E says E. Say E. Repeat after me. C. Bees. Eel. Reef. Meat. IE says I. Repeat after me. Like, Mike, ride, glide, miles, smile, hive. 2 tricky words, he, she. Beautiful. Here's some vocabulary. Say miles. Miles is a long amount of distance. Say eels. Eels are these little creatures that swim under the water in the ocean. Say hang glide. Hang glides are like little balloons, or like, kind of looks like a paper airplane, but a person hangs on it and you glide through the air. Say hive. A hive is where a bee makes its honey. Yummy, I love honey. Show connection if you do too. Let's read today's story to find out what type of adventures Gran had at the reef. Find our story, again, page 30. Let's find Gran at the reef. Swim meet. Here we go. So use your eyes and follow along. Josh asks Gran what it was like when she went to the reef. Well, Gran says, it was a lot of fun. I made a plan to meet my pal or my friend Mike. I had to ride my bike 9 miles to the reef to meet Mike. That's a long distance. That's a long ride, says Jen. When I got there, I went on a dive to see the fish and the eels. With Mike? Josh asks. No, Gran says. Mike did not dive with me. He went to hang glide. Did he like it? Jen asks. Not so much, Gran says with a smile. Why not? Asks Josh. It must be lots of fun to hang glide. I don't know. Sometimes people might be scared to hang glide and like fly through the air like that. Did he crash? Asks Jen. No, said Gran, but he did have a bad time. When it was time to land, he hit a hive of bees. He got stung 10 times. Yikes, says Jen. Okay, so now what you're going to do, if you have the workbook at home, you're going to turn to page 7.1 and you'll answer these questions in your workbook. There are 4 of them. You can also do the swim meet reading activity at home. But if you don't have your workbook, go ahead onto the Google form and answer the questions for At the Reef. All right, first graders, we are done for today. You did an awesome job. If you have any questions, let your teachers know. Other than that, have a great day. Good reading, firsties. Bye.